Hi, it's Sonia, and welcome back to my art channel. Today is going to be a look at art from this week. I didn't make a huge, well, I actually did make some art this week. It's a little bit all over the place. I very much made it for myself, but I thought it'd be good to just have a little look through and see what I have actually done. So one of the things I was continuing on with from last week was, I think I've made some videos. I'm making them for the Joy Drawing, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But I really got into Concertina sketchbooks or zines even. Well, sketchbook, I guess it is. These are super easy. They're made from one sheet of paper and I've got videos on them. But yeah, because I sometimes think when you're in the zone with a project, it's almost good to make a few more repetition. It was just kind of, I think I just really I felt in the mood for this sort of carrying on. This is upside down. This is the one I made I started the process. It was unfinished, but I feel like and I don't actually think I've totally finished this sketchbook. I might keep it on my desk and come back to it. I do really like, it's a bit hard. It's not the best format for videoing, but I do really like sections of this. They'd make quite cool sort of paintings on their own if I want to come back to it for inspiration. And they're a lovely thin size, so they're easy to sort of file away and grab again. Then for the Joy of Drawing website, I'll try and link, YouTube channel, I'll link it below. I've been making videos there. This month it's going to be on landscape themes, and I wanted to go back to basics and really get expressive with just a soft pencil. I think this was like an 8B. One of the pencils was water soluble, so I explored that, and I really got into sort of quick mark making. Now, I wanted to do this because I think this would also be a very nice little size to take out with you in your rucksack. But I actually did use photo references because I did this in the studio, and actually I completed it on the kitchen table because it was sort of a panoramic view anyway that sort of stitched. I had a few photos that I knew stitched together, and I know this scene very well, so that was good fun. Then on the reverse, because it was on the kitchen table, in the last couple of evenings I was like, should I carry on with landscape on the back? But then I was like, why not just, these days I'm sort of, the kids sometimes don't want to be drawn, but sometimes they're okay with it. They were sitting doing some work, some drawing themselves or homework. So the last couple of evenings I did really quick sketches from them. And as you can see, they're pretty unfinished because they move so much and spontaneous. And then I started drawing from a book which had some trees in, because I was like, oh, let's look at other people's ways of drawing trees. Then there was some flowers of some chrysanthemums. So I've added, this will probably, I don't know if this side is finished, maybe I'll take it back in for the kitchen. But I thought, let's try and unify it a bit with this yellow. I just used a kids tempera, these sticks. I know some people hate them, some people love them. I do like them the idea was, could I then do this out and about, but practice at home first. Okay, so that's the sort of Concertina sketchbook phase or project. I've even made, you know what, it's such a cool little format. The kids, they do leave their scraps of paper they don't want. I was like, well, I'm going to use this. This can make an even smaller one to play with next week. This was probably my only, I don't think I did much work on paper this week. It's mostly been in sketchbooks or little handmade sketchbooks. This one started off as sort of a landscape from memory, but then it's sort of become something else. And there's something in this rather, at times, frenzied mark making that I enjoyed. I think I enjoyed the colour play. I guess I've been searching for some sort of a happy, relaxing space with my art. I think that's quite a lot of people want to find sometimes. And yeah, so no regrets there. That was just a fun project that you can that I could pick up and put down, if that makes sense. It definitely was done over a few days. Okay, then I have, because I was inside a bit with, my husband's been away, so I've been with I was inside in the evenings with the kids. Actually, this one wasn't from, this is the kitchen sketchbook. But I've shown some of this before, but this wasn't from this last week. But I just wanted to show, again, I got a little bit frustrated doing those sketches from life because they didn't half keep moving. So I took some photos and then I was like, let's practice just with pencil. I was going to go over with ink, but I was like, no, I kind of like just the pure graphite. So I'm just going to keep it as it is. Then out and about, I can get this rucksack. This is the one I carry around in my rucksack. It's a Royal Talens little square sketchbook. I love this size. Sometimes I really do get into sketching from life and out and about, but this was a reminder to get back to it. I wanted to show this because I know you see a lot of sketchbooks and they're like so, and understandably they're beautiful and I love seeing them, but I think you don't have to have polished out and about sketchbooks. I think that could be a bit off-putting. I don't think I'd have got this sketchbook out and done these tiny quick sketches had I wanted to have a very finished page. I mean, some of these pages have turned out a little bit more, I guess, finished, but I am open to this also being a pretty haphazard sketchbook. I don't mind that. Okay, maybe I could go over it with some of those bright tempera sticks. Okay, so the one that I normally work in is just down here, but I haven't actually worked that much in it this week. I sort of ended up more in this squared paper. Is it unshot? This is my altered abstract sketchbook that's ongoing. I think I only really did that lot because I don't date it. But I know I haven't. Normally I'd go every day in this, but I think maybe for whatever reason I was having a bit of a break from it. I prepared this paper. I've got another few sheets of paper over here. I'm going to come back to this one. It's sort of this charcoal. So if I have no time or I'm not in the mood, I like it. The kids have been going through, which is good, going through some papers and then discarding drawing papers as they do. And I'm quite happy to recycle them because, oh my gosh, sorry, I've just jogged that. Because I know how to now paint over and use it for my own art. This is the sketchbook I have been going to more this week. I think amongst everything, I just felt this need to... I think there's something about the squared paper that really, I don't know, quite appealed to me in terms of just that sort of, what I find repetitive but quite relaxing mark making. Having no interest in outcome as such, though it does end up in an interesting outcome. I think it's that whole, I just like being able to switch off sometimes. I guess it's the sort of thing you can do also if you're listening to something or even watching a video. Like, it's just very, very relaxing and repetitive. And then just to finish off, I am going to be coming back next week. I've got plans. I want to come back into these moleskin landscape sketchbooks, which I have been getting back to in preparation for I'm teaching a landscape painting class with the Joy of Drawing, the Bay Area art non-profit that I am creative director for. So I want to get back into these, and I did get my old one that's completed, but I filed that upstairs somewhere in a shelf. This is a recent one. I think I've shown these, but yeah, I was just getting it out to take some images from for, I guess, to post onto the website, and also because I want just to say I'm going to be doing a series of landscape little bits and bobs over there. Maybe I might do an old sketchbook tour of one of these as well. And also I'm going to try and go back to Instagram. I've reactivated Instagram, not for myself as such, but for the non-profit. So I'm going to be helping out posting art to advertise all what we are doing as an organisation, the teaching classes in libraries and the free workshops and hopefully locally accessible art projects. But also, yeah, so if that's going to be, if you're interested in that, I'll probably put a link at some point in my YouTube videos as well. Okay, so as you can see, I don't know what to say really. I think a nice little, sometimes it's just doing a little bit each day, and I'm not going to stress that it wasn't maybe the most, I don't know, in some ways it seems productive reviewing it at the end of the week. But yeah, I know for a lot of you guys, like, life's ups and downs, it's sort of just accepting to be creative. It's all right, you sort of do have these ebbs and flows, and sometimes some weeks you have more time, other weeks you might have hardly any, and you've got other things on your mind. I hope you're making art wherever you are. Yeah, thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.